In this video, I'm going to take you to Winter NAMM 2019 to meet up with Ken Sluiter and Collin Bevan of Eventide Audio to teach you a killer vocal ducking delay trick that you can use in your next mix. So get ready to rock. Hey rock stars, Lid Shaw, and if this is your first time here and you want to learn how to edit, record, mix, and master your best record ever, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything at Recording Studio Rockstars. So I'm standing here with Ken Sluiter. How you doing, Ken?
Hey, Lidge, how are you?
And Collin Bevan from Eventide Audio.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for being here, guys. And Ken wants to show us a super cool trick for mixing vocals in your Pro Tools session. Take it away, Ken.
Okay, I'm just going to show you real quick. A lot of times when you're mixing and you get a delay on a vocal that you like, and then you blend it in, and then suddenly it's too much, and then you turn it down and it's too little. But what's probably happening is that you really only want the last word of a phrase to have the echo. And so we're going to show you a quick way to do that. We're working here with Ultra Reverb, Eventide's reverb plugin, and we're not actually even using the reverb portion of it. What we are using is the delay in the compressor. And Collin here, and he'll talk you through it in a minute, basically what we have set up is one, this plugin automatically syncs the delays to the tempo of the session, which is very helpful for what we're going to do. And secondly, what he has is he has a compressor after the delay, and the compressor is keyed by the input going into the plugin. And that's what creates this effect here. And I'm going to solo up the lead vocal so you can hear it. And you'll hear that you only hear the delay on the vocal at the end of the line. So I'm going to play this back.
Got me in the mood, nothing I can do, and I can feel it too. Now we in your room, nothing left to do, nothing left to prove. Nothing to do and there's nothing to say. Oh, your love got me feeling away.
That's such a cool effect, man. I love the way the vocal reverb and delay just like swells in on that right after the singing happens.
Yeah, and you'll see, I'm just going to run back one line here and watch the gain reduction. Watch this gain reduction right here, and you'll see that it's not magic. What's happening is that it's compressing it down so far.
Got me in the mood, nothing I can do, and I can feel it too.
And you see, when you see the meters go all the way up, you hear the reverb. Now, let's just play that real quick without this effect, so it's just a straight reverb. So I'm just going to deactivate the compressor, and we're going to listen to it one more time.
Got me in the mood, nothing I can do, and I can feel it too. Now we in your room, nothing left to do, nothing left to prove.
So you hear there that it's echoing the entire phrase, and on its own it sounds cool, but let's play it with the track and you'll hear the difference. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it in the track, and you're going to hear what I would consider the cluttered version.
Got me in the mood, nothing I can do, and I can feel it too. Now we in your room, nothing left to do, nothing left to prove.
Yeah, and it's like the delay is jumbling up the lyrics because it's all mixed in there.
Just by putting the compressor after the delay, let's hear this.
Got me in the mood, nothing I can do, and I can feel it too. Now we in your room, nothing left to do, nothing left to prove.
And I can guarantee you, I spent more time talking about this than I spent dialing the sound in. In the context of a mix, you've already taken care of a bunch of stuff that's going to actually get in the way of the tune. I also think it would be worthwhile to just listen to just the return, just so you can really hear what it's doing. That's it.
And so I'm guessing that when you mess with things like release time, it can change how quickly it comes back up.
Yes, you could make it so you could create a delay time that was, like if you're going to have a repeat 3 times, you could have it do only the second and third and skip the first to create things, that might be odd musically, or it might be the perfect thing, but yeah, you can certainly, with the attack and release times, you can shape it like an envelope.
Collin, you want to jump in and show us how to set this up? All right, rock stars, this is Collin Bevan here with Eventide Audio, and he's going to show us exactly how we set up the Ultra Reverb and get this cool effect.
Perfect. Yeah, let's dial it in. So the first thing you want to make sure is that it's set up on Ascend. That's the best way for Ultra Reverb to work this way. because you're just going to be using the wet signal. Ultra Reverb gives you the reverb controls, you have the delay, compressor, and you also have an EQ section for each of those, as well as a post EQ. This is sort of like an unconventional use of it, but all of the components are there. You can certainly set it up that way. And it's mainly because the delay and the compressor, when you hit the power switch here, you're really toggling where it sits either before the reverb or after the reverb. That's the pre, post, or off. What I ended up doing was setting the delay to be pre-reverb, getting rid of all of the reverb totally, and you could dial in a little bit if you just wanted like that atmospheric effect on the delay, but otherwise I would take it out, get rid of any pre-delay or diffusion or anything like that, so that you're just hearing the delay effect. And then, of course, setting, it's a stereo delay. You can set left and right individually in terms of note values or duration.
That's creating like a straight up delay that we're familiar with on the vocal, where you're going to hear a delay through that part of it, right?
Right, exactly.
What about the compressor? How does the delay tie into the compressor?
You have this drop down at the bottom here, which tells the compressor what it's listening for. And so you can make it the compressor input, which would compress the reverb and everything that's going through it if you're using it that way. There's a sidechain input that you can use, or the plugin input. So we're setting it to post reverb, right? The compressor is hitting after all of the effects, but it's compressing to the input of the plugin. So it's only compressing when he's singing, and then when he's done, the release happens, and that's when you hear that swell up. So increasing the release time increases the attack time, basically, for the decay.
It's the concept of ducking, right?
Right.
Where we're making the dry vocal is causing the compressor to make this delay and reverb just shut up for a second until the dry vocal's done, and then it lets you hear it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's compressing like at a 50-to-1 ratio here. It's like pretty hefty. That's kind of what I figured would be useful, to basically get rid of it until you want to hear it.
Yeah, well, what's awesome is this immediately makes me think of, too, the ways that you could do this for EDM mixing if you want to have like super crazy reverb effects on things that are bouncing with the kick drum.
It's not just delays. You could just do this with the reverb. And a lot of times, reverb's more invisible. Some people, they hear the echo tags and they think it's like, that's not my vibe. You could have a vocal that has reverb just on the end of the tail. You can have that thing where the vocal sounds dry and wet at the same time. And that adds a lot of dimension.
That's cool. Well, awesome. Anything else you want to show us with this? Where can the rock stars go check out this Ultra Reverb plugin and set this up for themselves?
EventideAudio.com. We offer 30-day free trials for all of the plugins, and you can request one fully functioning, use it on all your sessions.
Super cool. Well, thanks so much, guys, for showing us this trick. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Lidge. And I just want to say, Eventide's been around for a long time. This is not like a new trick. It's not a coincidence that this company's making all these new effects that sound futuristic and retro at the same time.
And Collin, thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you. It was great to be here.
All right, dude. Thanks for watching, Rockstars. Remember to hit the subscribe button and the like button, and drop a comment in below and tell us what you would use an effect like that on in your mix, or whether you have ever heard of this kind of ducking delay effect. I think it sounds pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Cheers.